Hello again there, friends and fans. Raptor here, and welcome back to the channel for our first look at, yeah, you've guessed it, another ancient city builder, this time by the name of Citadel. This game comes from the same developers who made One Military Camp, which you've seen before on the channel, a game that's about building a military base and retaking your nation after an invasion. That's a lot like maybe Evil Genius or 2 Point Hospital or 2 Point Campus, but this game is completely different, and right here, this world for building our city, like this world map, really reminds me of the good old Sierra days. Did you ever play those old, Emperor Rise of the Middle Kingdom or Pharaoh or Caesar? Well, if you have, then this is certainly trying to channel a lot of that just here in the city builder mode, but this game offers a lot more than just this. It's also called a 4X auto battler too, and some of the art style in the game really reminds me a lot of Civilization. So this here, yeah, this looks like a Sierra city builder. It's grid-based. I know that's not for everybody, but the Civilization style for some of the gods is really interesting. All these Roman gods that are animated in the game and will come down and pummel your city and destroy things if you don't behave, but also it has an auto battler element, which almost reminds me of a mobile game, and I think that's on purpose. This dev, I think, is trying to make 3 different games in one that are all linked into building a city in ancient Rome, and it really looks nice, and I appreciate, by the way, that the trees disappear when we zoom in, but we'll get started here in just a moment by building a beautiful city, and thanks to the devs for sending over a key for the demo on this one, coming out sometime in 2024, and well, the game is, and the demo hopefully will be coming to Steam's next event very soon, so make sure you check the link down below in the description, or just search for Citadel to get to the Steam store page. Devs haven't sponsored or anything, but this game really looked really cool, and well, I'm all about ancient city builders, and so I'm happy to be back to test out yet another one. So welcome to you all. Don't forget to subscribe, smack that like button, and let's go ahead and get started. There's a lot to see here, by the way, in this demo, and you can see our the advisors right here. When they start popping up, they're going to look exactly like any of the characters you've seen from Civilization. But you see here, we have 3 different little buttons on the lower right corner. Obviously, we have our settlement map, then our worldview, which is the 4X mode, and then also the, I think, a way to see the gods, which is kind of like when you negotiate in, Civilization or whatnot for peace or whatnot. You can do the same with the gods. All right, let's go ahead and get started with the goals in the upper left corner. We need to build a city gates connected to the main road, which is here. We then need 35 plebeians, and we need to build a few other things and send stuff to Rome. So let's get to it. So we can build city gates here, anywhere really, and we have a bunch of resources to consider. This is a great spot right here. I think we'll build right there, but we do have, as you may have seen before, iron ore, and then we've got, of course, a ton of trees. We've got water. We also have stone deposits, and we also have the ability to well, it's nice flat land, so obviously farm and do a few other things like that too. So let's settle. Oh, that's interesting. Settle next to this beautiful little lake, and we'll plop down right here and build our city gate. Boom. Perfect. Ah, yeah. Nice. Looks like AI art right here. All right, housing plots. Obviously, with a tutorial or a demo, they're going to have a lot of tutorials here. We can always disable these, but it does easily show everything we have to do. So props to the devs for putting in a very nice little, brief description with little images, and I appreciate that a lot. And I appreciate even more the fact that we can see all the things that we can build now. So we have different types of roads. The Romans, of course, all roads lead to Rome. Yeah, well, they were the first ones to build roads, and damn fine roads that are still around to this day, even some bridges too. So as we get different prestige, it looks like a lot of these might be better roads, or perhaps different styles of roads to make everything look different. But we got a lot of different things here, including, a lot of aqueducts. By the way, there's another game coming soon to Steam too from the makers of Kingdoms and Castles, known as Nova Roma. So we'll be taking a look at that one soon enough. But of course, modifying toying around with water is certainly a Roman thing to do. We have fire stations, reservoirs, and some other buildings to unlock later on. We've got farming here, including wheat and even onions to begin with, and a few other things we can unlock. A lot of stuff, in fact. We've got logging camps and stone quarries and iron mines that we can do, and then entertainment, of course. Looks like some things like the theaters and maybe even a coliseum we can build in our city. We'll see. Different types of what looks to be maybe temples to the gods, decorations for the town. Military buildings, including what looks to be an armorer and possibly training centers, and then maybe defensive buildings too, like walls, towers, gates, etc., and then the ability to demolish. So let's go ahead and do kind of what they showed in the picture up there and start building some homes. I think we'll do like a main street here. Also, this costs money to do, so we should probably be a little careful. We've got plenty of cash, though, at about almost 15,000 is what we started with. So let's go ahead and plop down a few of the houses here. Not too close to the gate, but somewhat closer. I love the look of the buildings already. Really like that. Let's go ahead and build like 2 here. I think what I'll do is what we typically do in Anno is we usually build like a, you know, a 2x2 city block like that, and then see how it all turns out. So we need to build houses for 35. So we've got people moving in automatically, it looks like. Oh yeah, you can see yeah, people arriving into the city. So well, no matter what, we're always going to need more people, so it shouldn't hurt to build a few more. Looks like it does cost us 40 silver, 40 wood, and what looks to be 30 stone to build each house. We can also see our resources at the top. A little hard to see, actually, but we've got wood, stone, iron ore, wheat, eggs, and milk, which is a really weird way to break that all down. But it does look like we're able to click on these, possibly, to be able to change what's listed there. Yeah. Whoa, what's going on? Fires and maintenance. Oh, we got people freaking out already. Looks like we have options to dismantle and demolish. Yeah, we got to worry about that stuff right away. Oh, boy. Okay. Let's see if we can pause and build a little fire station. Oh, that'll give us good coverage. Oh yeah, just like those Sierra games. Making the perfect city was so fun, and being able to like, well, actually games like Anno have made it easier by being able to like copy and paste a whole district or a whole neighborhood and then copy it over and over again. But let's go ahead and build something like right here. Maybe we have to protect the gate too, so let's actually build it back here. Build a little road like this, and put it right in front of that there. Perfect. Alright, so let's build our roads all the way around. Nice. And it looks like we have nobody working there. Oh, look at that. The building folds down for us. Let's see. The building is not operating because no workers are assigned to it. Alright, well, we should probably assign 4 people right away. That would help. And it looks like we got to pay them 60 coin a day? Whoa, what the hell? That's a hell of a lot of money. Anyway, luckily we have enough people in the town to actually work there, but that blaze is looking nice. Oh, look at that. Wow, we can actually zoom in and see inside the buildings. That's really cool. We can actually see like storage chests and, well, ignore the giant blaze, but yeah, we got pottery going on in there, some tables, windows and stuff. I really appreciate the fact that we can see inside the houses. It's a little simple, but honestly, being able to see inside might be cool because if people have certain needs met, maybe there'll be more things on the table that they want. I'm just speculating, but that would certainly be really cool. All right, we need to build 1 engineer's post connected to a road as well. So let's go ahead and build an engineer's post. That's probably going to protect buildings from collapse. So we'll do the fire department there, which, uh-oh, doesn't have any water. Imagine that. That's probably what the whole aqueduct system will be for, but we'll just do what they say. Obviously, it's scripted in order to kind of teach us some things here. Looks like we can assign jobs through a banished-like job tab, too, or we can do it building by building. So if we click here on management, we have all of our different people. Military units, guards, explorers, cavalry, etc. We have our jobs here, engineering, tax office, granary, resources, too. And the ability to trade as well. Looks like we also have a management of our legions here, and religions too. So we have Mars, Jupiter, Pluto. All these gods are named after planets. Who would do that? All right. Let's see if we can get some water going. I've been also skipping past a lot of all the tutorial stuff here, and you know that's by design because I want to do a little trial and error and make for the worst things to happen. Us YouTubers, you know how we are. We never read anything, and then you can yell at us later. All right, extracts waters from aquifers to supply nearby buildings with a small radius. All right, so that's probably something we should build right next to this. That'll do. All right, cool. Looks like now they could go and get water. Actually, yes, now the fire department has water. Cool. Wow, they actually animate getting the buckets. Oh, but they don't carry them. Are they giving up on it? Whoa, watch it, boys. Oh, now they could just grab it out of their pocket. Well, luckily it was right next door. Perfect. And order has been restored. Big sigh of relief there. All right, let's engineering get at least 1 worker there. That's what they need. All right, yeah, we already put out the fire. Okay. Oh, we're going to be building the aqueducts with them. Look at that. That's going to be awesome. And then, of course, we can build the giant reservoir there. Perfect for farming and baths and other things like that. All right, cool. All right, so build one water mill next to a shore. We could probably do it from the lake here. That's a pretty close water source there. So let's go for... there it is, second tab. There's our water mill. I think this thing is also present in Kingdoms and Castles, and I think they call it Anoria, but that might be different. Maybe that one pulls from water that's below ground. Maybe. I'm no expert. Anyway, let's go ahead and put that there. Put her there, pal. And then let's grab our aqueduct. Oh, that really looks cool. The shadow on that and everything looks really nice. Okay, let's build that. Actually, you know, before we build that all the way, let's build a reservoir. There we go. Look at that. It's going to supply the whole town. Hey, we just leveled up. New prestige level 2. Looks like we've unlocked a ton of new stuff. New housing, cabbage orchard, sawmills, stonecutters, and even a winery. Ooh, could be a lot of whining in the YouTube comments, I'm sure, about the grid-based game. I hate it. I want... Yeah, I know. We all want more Manor Lords-like games. I completely agree with you. But I think there's a lot of charm to these games, too. And it keeps the, you know, the old times around for us old-timers. All right, let's see. That's good enough for me. All right, resource extraction. They're going to want us to start doing stone mining now, it looks like. And building warehouses for storage. Okay, let's build ourselves an aqueduct all the way over. Meow. Or at least to the, yeah, wow, insta-build. Yeah, so, okay. Water wheel all the way to the reservoir. Very nice. Okay, we need to build a logging camp now. Yeah, we're getting low on logs and other things like that. Let's build that maybe outside the town. Now, if that's the town gate, by the way, eventually we probably will build a city wall. And although we already did see that from the defenses, I'm wondering if perhaps there could be different tiers of walls, too. Like one that is somewhat decorative and then another one that's much more fortified. Okay, we'll build a little road like that and assign somebody to work there. Okay, we need to build a stone quarry next. So, oh, that's wonderful. Devs, that's Game of the Year territory right there. Look at, this is the first time I've seen a city builder do that, where it points a dotted line right to the resources. Is there another game that does that? I love that. The fact that it saves you a bunch of time from, like, trying to look at the mini-map and squint and try to click exactly to... No, it saves you time. That's beautiful. Game of the Year. Game of the Year. I love that. Let's build it over here by the wall. And look at this. Wow. Already tier 3. We've unlocked a doctor's office, carrot orchard. By the way, does anyone watching know exactly why doctor's offices have this symbol? Do you know anything behind this? What this means? I do. I wonder if you do. Medicinal herbs also. Very nice. All right, let's go ahead and plop down our little, stone mine there. And we'll build a road and assign somebody there right away. Perfect. We'll start with one. We'll have lots of unemployment, but there'll be plenty of jobs to do soon enough. All right, next goal. Build a warehouse with a logging camp inside the area. What does that mean? Let's see. Housing and services. There's our nice tier 2 housing, too. Fire stations, baths. Yeah, we're going to have to get to that stuff as well. Where would storage be? Right there. Lowers zone desirability. But it can capture everything within this area. So maybe it'd be better to build our logging camp over by the stone mine. Trees are everywhere, but logs, you know, can be mined. Yes, the deep logging mines. Actually, technically, if you're playing Frostpunk, you've mined logs before if you built that damn wall drill. But let's plop one here. Yeah, we'll do 2. It's okay. We don't have to be so min-maxy right now. We're just learning. I love the art style of the game, too. The color palette and everything looks really nice. They did a great job picking out some of that stuff. All right. State of the city and all of our supplies, of course. Assign 2 workers to the logging camp. Let's assign 1 worker to the... Oh, 2 to the warehouse. Okay. 2 to the quarry. And 2 to the logging camp. Crops and farms. All right, we're going to start getting onto that now. Maximus. It's cool. Each person kind of advises us differently. Obviously, there's like different departments, like from the days of SimCity, which is really cool. All right, now we're on to farming. I wonder if we can actually talk to our advisors yet. Not quite yet. And there's the gods. So here are the gods here. And then there's our advisors. They're the ones, I guess, that look a little more like Civ. Although, again, this is just a demo version of the game. Oh, wow, look at that. Even the wall has stuff here. The gate. That's awesome. Almost looks like horse stables there or something. Wow. Oh, we can even choose to move it, too. There are movable buildings here. That's great. Very nice. All right, let's build the wheat field. Let's go ahead and start plopping that down. Maybe over here by the beautiful aqueduct. Let's go ahead and plop that there. Actually, that's just a small field, isn't it? So we might need to build multiples of these. Let's plop it down here. I was expecting that to be way larger. Or for it to be more like Anno, where we build the main building and then all the fields around it. Okay, build a granary next. So that's probably here. Yep. Oh, okay, so there's the service area for that. Let's plop that over here. Yeah, something like that. Great music, too. Loving that already. Okay, so let's assign somebody at the granary. A couple people at the wheat farm there. And let's see. Generate 30 wheat using the wheat field and then store 4 of that. Okay, very good. Create a trade route with the city of Vetona. Let's see if we can do that yet. Trade route. Not yet discovered a city to trade with. Okay, that's probably going to take a little bit of time then. Looks like we got 5 out of 5 for all the people. How are we doing on unemployment? Looks like we've got 19 unemployed. Not great, but not terrible either. We can obviously pretty quickly find jobs for everybody in this day and age. And nobody homeless either, so that's good. Migration is 15 per day. Wow. And it looks like there's 40 available spaces, so plenty of room for people to move into the city. Which is weird, because it looks like all these houses say 5 out of 5, don't they? But yet it says 40 available spaces. Oh, 40 in total. Ah, okay. Never mind. It's not that they're unoccupied, that's just how many we're offering, and most of them are probably taken. Well, let's keep adding a few more houses then, so we don't have a homeless problem. And I'm also assuming that if this is anything like Anno, where everything is class-based system, we're probably going to have to make sure that, you know, when we upgrade a house from Tier 1 to Tier 2, that we also make more Tier 1 housing, so that way people can replace those who've upgraded, possibly. Oh. Good opportunity to use the demolish tool. Alright, now we can build a market. Granaries, warehouses, and all connect that to a market. Alright, hopefully the granary doesn't need to be connected to the market within range. Hopefully some porters can come from the market to deliver stuff. So where would that be? Food production. Oh, there's a bakery, a winery. Chicken farm, too. Wow. There's our market. Increase zone desirability. Ah. Okay, well, we could probably build multiple of those. We could build one on this side of the city and then one maybe up there. Okay, so let's build here. And maybe we could build another one on the other side. Alright, let's get some people to work here. Assign 2 workers. And I'll get 2 to cover the other side as well. Alright, now we're moving on to patricians and taxes. Okay. Now we're going to be making some money. No more losing money. Well, hopefully we'll lose less, maybe. We'll see. Okay, so now we can build 4 of their housing. So is there a way to upgrade? No. Okay, so it's different than what I had predicted. Alright, let's go ahead and place 4 of these down. And we'll do it just like we had before. And we'll try to keep them within range of a market. Yeah, again, I love the color palette in this game. The lighting, the grass, it really looks so nice. Like, I definitely feel like they're trying to make a different game, yet also trying to capture the feeling of the old Sierra games at the same time. I love that. Alright, let's build a tax office. That's probably going to be under... Is there a government tab anywhere? Certainly not under entertainment. Ah, but we can build all the temples, though. Apollo, Minerva, Jupiter, Pluto, etc. We also have our defensive stuff, yeah. There's our tax office. Looks like we're going to need some more stone for that, so we'll have to wait a little bit. There's our baths, too. We have a tavern. Of course, our doctor's office, too. Okay, let's go back to the stone quarry. Add a few people there. We're going to obviously need stone and wood for all the things that we're going to do. What is this? Unemployed citizens. Ah, yeah, people moving in here. Military, unemployed, homeless. Ready to deploy. Ah, yeah, troops that we can deploy at any moment. Okay, do we have enough yet? The tax office required 75. Wow, okay. So we're definitely going to want to probably build some more stone mines for sure. So let's get to that then. We'll build another stone quarry over... Actually, there was a double. Yeah. There's a deposit there. Oh, yeah, here's the double. Now, are these finite or infinite? Looks like they might be infinite sources. So maybe we could build 2 stone quarries here? But anyway, let's build a stone quarry in a warehouse. Which, of course, is taking more materials, so more wood away from us. But we have over 200 on that. There we go. And let's assign people to the stone quarry. And to the warehouse. Perfect. Okay, so now waiting on the tax office again. We're up 56. Still needing 75. We'll take a little tour around while we wait. People transporting. Wow, they even have like little wheelbarrows in the game too. Oh, and you can physically see them actually delivering stuff. It's not just an animation of just a random person running around to make it look like the city's hustling and bustling. No, we actually have people transporting things back like from the logging camp here. Look at this. Look at all the leaves and branches and trees and grass and flowers and stuff too. That's really nice. That's really cool. Yeah, they did a fine job with that. Damn fine job. Tax time. All right, let's go ahead and build our tax office. Oh, but wait. We've now unlocked level IV. Interesting. They misspelled that. No, it's obviously tier 4. We have ourselves archers and a theater. We can do flax fields, which is, of course, what is used to make linen. All right, now we can finally put down that tax office, too. Let's build a road first. Let's continue with that main road. Actually, let's do something interesting here. Let's make like a little square or something. Maybe we can put down a, I don't know, statue or something later. And then we'll continue on. Wow, that looks really awkward, actually. Looks like we made it double wide. Anyway, let's build the tax office right around here. Perfect. Prestige and progress. Oh, yes. We've got much progress to make, my friend. And map exploration. There we go. Now this is where it becomes a little bit like Civ. So now we've unlocked that because of taxes. Now look at that. Isn't that amazing? We're like playing a Civ game now. I love that. Yeah, this could have definitely just been easily like a Civ game, but I'm hoping that every time that we conquer a new territory, we get to build a new city. So we have like a Sierra city builder when we're building a city. We have Civ when we're exploring the world map. And then, of course, we have like a, I don't know, a mobile game auto battle. I've been enjoying a lot auto battlers. Been loving that. So now what is this over here? Something we can capture? No? Okay. Let's look around the map anyway and see if there's any sort of special resources or things to collect. Oh. Let's explore this territory. Oh, there's another town down here, I think. Maybe. Okay, so we're just exploring the map. I guess this is taking place in real time, too, in conjunction with the city. Ah, this is where we're supposed to go. Still foggy. Can't get anything out of that magnifying glass just yet. Discover the city of Etona with your explorer. I hope we did discover it. Oh, I see. He's discovering it, but it's taking time now. Okay, so he moved into the corresponding region, and now it's just going to take time for that explorer to, like, find it within that region. Okay, so we got him close enough, and then he can take care of the rest. All right, well, let's get to taxing the hell out of our people for no reason. Can't allow people to be productive without some sort of a punishment, of course. Wouldn't want that to happen. So we can build another marketplace too. What's up with the dollar signs here? What does that mean? No taxes are being collected from this residential building. What? I don't see a way where we can modify the tax rate at the moment anyway. Let's take a look inside their house. That's kind of nice. We're going to make a trade route next too, so that'll help us to get more supplies quickly. Okay. Well, that actually does have connection to a market. Oh, there's our trade routes. Fabia will tell us all about that. Love the looks like a little trading card there. Love it. All right. Well, let's go on to trade then. So, trade with the neighbors. What? Anything we want to buy specifically? We want to buy 75 stone, it looked like. So, let's do just that. I guess we'll go to max, yep. And wood. I guess we can sell some. Oh, we could sell it at 3. Let's sell 50 per day for wood. And I can fire up another camp. Oh, that music. So triumphant. Back to resources. Oh, look at what we can make now. Swordsmiths, bows, armor. Oh, yeah. Progress, baby. Okay, let's make a logging camp here. And another logging camp here. Can't tell yet if they can actually, like, magically, like, if, you know, for example, in Anno 1800, they grow trees where trees are not. So, like, we can, you know, we could assign people here, and they seem to be producing 3, even though there doesn't look to be many trees here. Or maybe it's a forestry building. Actually, it does highlight them in white, so maybe there is a finite source of trees, and then they can't work anymore. But you would think logically that they could be able to plant more trees and continuously work. We'll let it sit and see what happens over time. Okay, now we're buying all the stone as required by the trade routes, so what else do we have? Still 18 unemployed. But these are the tier 2 workers, so I'm not sure where they can work just yet. Increases zone desirability for the tavern. Well, probably going to need to make alcohol for that to be a thing. We'll see. Alright, back to the world map then. Oh, wow, look at that. It made a road automatically for us. Look at that. And we can go over here now, too. There could be another town to discover. Cool, so we got, like, I don't know, windmills or granaries or defensive towers. It looks like a possibility of another town here like we saw before. Maybe right there. I don't know. Or some sort of a religious site. Something like that. Alright, back to the city view. Oh, look at that. We're making 330 coin per day. Check that out. And we're taxing people who are just, like, unemployed. Like, they're not really doing anything, these 4 houses. So that's cool for us. Alright, now let's build some more then. Wonder if we're actually able to feed all these people yet. We're out of market range there a little bit, but I'll just let it be for now. Let's see if we can make some more farms and stuff. I'm kind of just going to err on the side of caution. And caution on the side of error. Let's see. Grape orchards. Carrot orchards. Wonder if they're all seasonal crops too. Like if some things will grow better at different time. Speaking of time, by the way, it only shows days. So it doesn't show a year or a season. Don't see a day-night cycle. And I don't see weather being a factor just yet anyway. But again, this game is coming out in 2024 sometime. So no telling whether or not that could get delayed or whatnot. I love the shininess. Did you notice that? Coming from the aqueduct. Oh, look at that. Wow. You can actually see, yeah, the water shining like that. That's beautiful. Well done, devs. Oh, send to Rome. We're ready to go. Mission accomplished! You've completed all the objectives in the mission. Rome awaits you. Go to the Capitoline Hill to start the victory lap, followed by your best men, and celebrate the success. What? Are we going to actually see that? Oh. We have a loading screen with some quotes. Wow. Hey, we have a new map now. Ah, yeah, this is very much like how it is in Emperor Rise of the Middle Kingdom, where they give you a main goal and then you have to accomplish it over time. So that last map was just kind of a warm-up. Here, now we need to reach a population of 60 plebeians, 20 patricians, and then also send 150 cheese, is that? Something like that. Alright, let's see. And reach level 2 in our city. So now I'm assuming the gloves are off. It's a little less hand-holding, and we can build whatever we want wherever. It does seem like a better idea to build in these sandy areas because we won't be cutting down trees, and thus we can kind of put our industry like anywhere where we're not building. You know, like this could be our city wall. Or like our border. Okay, so let's do it all over again. And this time we'll speed run a little bit. So we'll build a way out into the middle of the city here. We'll build a crossroad. Like that. And of course, you remember we need to put down our well and the fire department and all that stuff. So we'll pause. And we'll start with the housing as usual. We got to get those tax dollars going too for our tier 2s. So once you've got the basics down, I could see it being very fast for you to start a new city on a new mission. I'm also assuming that there must be some sort of an endless mode in this game too. When I actually started up the demo, it doesn't even have a main menu. So there's probably going to be a campaign with many different missions with different backgrounds of different things going on at different times. And then also probably some sandbox modes where you can pick different years may unlock different tech, although it seems to be all kind of linear at the moment. Okay, so we've got a bunch of houses down. Let's go with our fire department. Actually, build that like this. There we go. So, maybe we'll build it a little further into the city because we did realize that it doesn't look like the gate will burst into flame. It just seems to be a residential protection building. So let's go ahead and build that like here. Continue with our road again. Then we'll put our little well next to it. Just for starters. Cool. I also find it interesting how things are getting built while we're, like, paused. So that's funny. And then we also need our engineering post, too. These types of games come down to coverage. Just like in Anno with the marketplace and the fire department. Here, in this game... with these Sierra City builders, it's the same with like the doctor's office and obviously the construction things that ensure integrity of homes. Got to ensure that integrity. Okay, let's, boy, we know we're going to need a lot of people cutting down logs, so let's go with that already. Little ample room for more people. Okay, let's go find a place to plop down our stone mine. That's a good spot. Oh, and look at that, right next to a big oak forest. So, if the trees are finite, then we're in for a show. Okay, so we'll build a road here. Then let's build a logging camp. Now, it does highlight the trees in white, but I'm not sure, you know, like what the longevity of the area is. Okay, and then next the warehouse, which is right there. Perfect. Okay, then we'll just need people to move into town. So we'll get our notice for that soon. We can see the world map again. Oh, we can immediately send out our explorer. Let's go this way. Interesting how we... That's really cool. Our city map kind of seems to mimic that a little bit. There's like a kind of a bay here. And there's kind of a bay here too. It might be coincidental, but at least, you know, because we're near the shoreline in the world map, it also shows that we're on a shoreline here in the, you know, world map and city map match each other, and that's cool. Okay, let's go for the stone mine. 4. Oh, we don't have enough workers yet. All right, we'll go 1, 1, 1. And we'll add more people a little bit later. Just let people come in slowly to the town. And we'll also add somebody to the fire department and the engineers thing. Okay, cool. And there, of course, is decorative items, too. Hopefully the decorative items are just money. Typically in these style games, it's usually just cash. Even if you're building something out of, like, pure gold or, like, marble, it only takes, like, gold, usually. I can remember building, in the more recent version of the Pharaoh games, where they re-released them again a little bit, you know, you could build the huge statue, basically like a sphinx for just 500 gold or something. No massive construction projects. A little shady, a little sus, if you'd ask me, but it's all good. As long as everybody's having mandatory fun. I'm going to keep adding people to these. And we could do it from the job board, too, but I kind of like clicking on the buildings to see what's going on and watching everybody doing their thing. Okay, yep, houses are filling up nicely. Let's work on that food then, shall we? And also the aqueduct, too. What is that? Oh, iron deposit over there. Or is it copper? No, iron. Okay, so we're going to have our water come in from over here. So I guess we'll have our farming over here, too. Let's just connect it to the main road this way. Build some farms off over here. There we go. We'll build our wheat farm there. And then we got to build our granary too. Build that across the street. But a little further down. There we go. Definitely need people farming and working at the granary. Cool. Alright, reach level 2 prestige in our town. That seems to be tied to population. So we're just going to let that take place over time. Yeah, there you go. 15 out of 20. And it's going up 16. Pretty soon 17. Alright, let's get that water going. Water those. And in our aqueduct, let's put a little curve in it. Let's make a little bend in our aqueduct. Make it look cool. There we go. Build that like that. And we'll put a nice little bend in it right there. We'll bend it like Beckham. Perfect. Nice. Now, it's interesting to me how this is automated and nobody has to work at the water wheel. You'd think that that would be something where somebody would have to be there, even if it were somewhat automated. Okay, now we're on to the tier 2. So again, sawmill, stone cutter unlocked, winery, and more tutorials on resource refinement, aka taking you know, wood and turning it into planks. So in this case, taking building a sawmill and turning it into 20 of them. And then we got to reach 60 of those people too. Okay. So we might need a lot more logs than we think because we might be shipping them out. Actually, we have 723. Let's build an industrial area up here. We'll build our sawmill there. And it's within range of the warehouse, so we don't have to kind of waste time or resources assigning people to work at endless amounts of warehouses. Okay, is everything forward up? Yeah, let's do it from the management screen. Give that a try. Okay, let's assign 2 engineers, 2 fire station, wheat fields, granary. I think 1 is fine. Logging camp, max out. That's good. Oh, that's cool. We can also see the salary cost, and we can adjust the salary of workers. That's usually something we don't get to see. In a game like Anno 1800, for example, you can increase the productivity, and that might anger people. You'll tell them to work faster, but then you'll have to kind of counteract that by doing things like adding wants, like for example rum or schnapps or whatever, and that'll make them happier. Here it's just increasing their pay, which is really cool. So that unfortunately will lower our our salary, but It'll increase their happiness a little bit. Let's just do that. It'll lower our money, our coffers. Okay, now we got planks coming through, so we'll store 20 of that. Yep, we got 60 people on the way for the plebeians. Got plenty of room for them. And we'll kind of just keep it all at once there as we keep an eye on it. We also need to do 20 patricians, so let's do that too. And we'll build them maybe up here, the fancy part of the neighborhood. Fancy Town. We're going to build Fancy Town. Now, I'm also curious, the aqueduct seems to only cover a certain part of the town, like here, but I'm not sure exactly if that gives a bonus to the houses. If we click here, required service is a reservoir, so yes, I answered my own question there very easily. Now, we could also build another reservoir up the way, right? So we should be able to... Oh, I wonder how the reservoir will look going across the... Hey, look at that! We're already level 3, and there's that doctor again. And, of course, the Temple of Apollo, topiary arch. Oh, that's nice. But anyway, like I was mentioning, let's see if we can build the aqueduct, and it will connect through, and does it change the appearance on the road? Oh, it does not. Darn. That's okay. I'm not that mad. I'm kind of furious, but not mad. Alright, let's go ahead and connect here too. So that should be right in I hope that's right in front of that. Kind of expensive. Perfect. Alright, so that'll give them water too, so we can space them out. Nice. And next to the iron ore deposit. So we'll have to be careful about that when we expand, so we don't block a area for industrial buildings, and people probably don't want to live next to that. I'm going to be frank. People probably don't want to, be in the downtown industrial district. They want to be in a nice little pretty area with trees and prettiness and lots of pretty. Go and build ourselves another road. There we go. All right. We're a little lacking on the stone, which is a common theme at about this point. So that's something that we're going to have to think about, is when we start building these types of houses, we're going to need to build more stone mines. How are we doing on logs? Yeah, look at that. We went from 700 down to 300, so let's build another logging camp area too. Right here. Then let's connect these two together. And we need to build a warehouse, which we might not be able to. We can. Alright, cool. Let's assign more people. Oh, let's go back to our job tier here. Now, I'm really curious to see later on how things like offerings to the gods are going to affect things. Typically in these games, if you don't appease the gods and have them all angry at you, probably what's going to happen is your town's going to collapse, burst into flame. There's going to be, more. That's why I added somebody as a fired up fighter, because subconsciously I was thinking of that. But yeah, you're going to end up with a lot of bad times if you anger the gods. And of course, each of the gods are responsible for something different. So if you want to win a battle, for example, then you obviously have to build a bunch of temples, or maybe make offerings to, is it Mars? Is that the god of war? No, that's Kratos. Okay, so let's see. Health and entertainment. So now we have to do, we have to build ourselves thermal baths. Nice. Those are very nice. Doctor's offices. Okay, cool. So now we have to make sure those are within a certain range. But the tax office, I think, is the first thing we should do, because we are getting a little light on the funds. We're at about 7K. And I didn't see where we started, but probably want to make sure that we're on the up and up, especially since we're losing like 1,000. Oh boy. We're only day 2, though, as that wheel is spinning around. Oh, they want us to build a tavern, too, and we have to do a little bit of wine from a winery. Nice. And then as for cheese, maybe that's goat cheese? Not sure. Alright, how are we doing on the stuff here? Okay, we want to get 75 for the tax office, and then that should pull the nose up on the complete dive that we're in. I love how the aqueduct looks like a wall, too. It kind of looks really pretty. That looks really nice, by the way. Despite this being a grid-based game, which I know a lot of people, again, it's whatever. I like it. But this looks great. There's a lot of wonderful detail here. When I first saw this game announced, I didn't know what to expect. It looked kind of minimal, But actually, and it does look minimal, but that's when you're looking from, judging a book by its cover. But if you zoom in, then you get to see how kind of detailed things are. I would love a first-person mode in this game, too, to walk around or even go by horseback between all your buildings and tour your town. Would be a very satisfying feeling, especially after building all that stuff. All right, let's build a tax office. We'll plop that down over here. Something like that. Got to make sure everybody's within the tax range. Oh. A new prestige level unlocked. Didn't even get to build my tax office before we unlocked something new. There we go. What's going on? What the hell? What? What? What the hell? what happened? Is this... The hell was that? Okay, that must have been some sort there was a leak in one of the pipes. We had to send someone out to do maintenance. I don't know what the hell that was. If the devs are watching, let me know what that was all about. Is that some sort of a glitch, or was that like the engineering department repairing? Oh wait, they were wait. Were they upgrading this? Wait. Yes, this is nicer now somehow. What the hell happened? Wait, what? Okay, I have more questions than answers, it seems. But whatever, let's start taxing, baby. Get all those people moving in now so we don't go bankrupt. All right. And that was funny because when they were upgrading that too, it looks like it actually cuts off water supply to the town. So that might be something to consider if you've got some, I don't know, disease going around and you've got thermal baths going in the doctor's office. There you go. You might have to, you might want to hold off on that. That's our next thing too, by the way, is to build the baths. So let's see what that's like. Oh yeah, another range thing. And who wants the baths? It looks like the only required service right now for the patricians is the actual reservoir. Same with the other homes. Although it's still required is like the firefighting services and, the engineering. Well, I don't know what to say. Oh, we have a school. Okay, well, let's build a lovely bath here. Now, does it actually need to be connected to a reservoir? I don't see a connection point for it. Let's take a look again. Oh, it zooms us out when we build. I kind of want to stay zoomed in, honestly. Kind of a forced zoom out, okay. Well, let's plop that here. Next to the old tax office. That way, if we know somebody's smelly, they're probably not going to the tax office, too. Oh, looks like it's automatic and just all good. Okay. That's pretty. Very pretty. Okay, let's build a tavern now. Trying to see if this provides anything else. Oh, it just increases zone desirability. Okay. Well, it would be interesting if it did a few other things too, like lowered the chance of disease because people are cleaner, or I don't know, it could maybe generate revenue too for people going there for attendance. Admittance, that's what I want to say. Okay, same with the tavern then, it increases zone desirability. Let's build it over here. Nice. Kind of a connection of both worlds. Okay, and now we have to do the winery. So that is the, well, a grape orchard. That then... Does that... there must be a production chain for that. Let's see. They did mention the winery. Oh, that's interesting too. Needs to be on fertile ground. Okay, so some maps will be different than others with fertility. That's neat. I'm going to leave a space there to maybe build another wheat field in the future. So we should have to build a winery too. Oh, there you go. We have a pig farm, a cow farm, so we can make cheese through that probably. Thought there'd be goats. We also have a butcher, and looks like fishing too. There's our winery though. And it's probably a wise idea to build that near the actual vineyard. There we go. And add some people to work there. Okay, so grapes will come on out. And I wonder if we could export. Let's go back to the world map. I kind of totally got carried away. There we go. Hopefully we find another town to trade with. But yeah, wow, this is very, very Civ or Old World to me. I love this. This looks beautiful. I hope we can actually build ships in the future and maybe trade that way to, like, you know, go to, you know, a dock, send our explorer off, go see another city, and then actually have like a port or some sort of a loading area would be amazing. It would be super cool to see boat traffic here, especially giant Roman ships going back and forth. That would be outstanding. Okay, so it looks like we are making, yep, wine with the winery. Is there a ratio here? Oh, 5 grapes make 1 wine. Okay. Looks like we're making a lot of grapes. Maybe we should make another winery then. Let's see. Ah, there it is. Yes. Ah, we're short on some things. But look at that. Money at plus 880. So certainly keeping these folks happy is a good thing. And then this will add desirability too. As soon as it can. Now I wonder, does desirability increase happiness, which increases productivity? Does desirability increase the taxes in which they pay? I'm not exactly sure what that means. Or perhaps the speed in which people move in. I hope it would be multiple factors. Obviously, more people moving in faster and paying a high rate of tax, well, that's a good thing for us if we're trying to raise a military. I mean, that's going to be a good way to get cash. Oh, there's a little area there we can't build. All right, I'll build another vineyard there and another wheat field here, and then I'll connect that to a road. And make sure that's all within range. Good. Add some workers. How many unemployed? We have 18 unemployed, so we'll get that number down a little bit. Not too bad. Not too bad so far. All right, let's try to make another vineyard. Winery. We need 30 planks to be able to do that, so if we click up here, we can take a look at planks, I think. Oh, animal hides too. Foods or equipment. Ah, we're on to religion now. Oh, boy. All right, so now we're going to start dealing with the gods. Oh boy. And look at this. This is what I was talking about, where it's like Civ. That's amazing. Cool. Wow, Jesus is here too. That's awesome. Oh. Let's see. We have, apparently it says granary 298 out of 1500. That must be from before. I can't click on anybody though. But they all seem to be chilling. Oh, it's a kitty. You're a kitty. Alright, let's go back to town. So there's our gods. Build 2 temples. So we can build temples to... I guess we could... Oh, they're all the same price, aren't they? Yeah, okay. Let's do temple to Apollo, because that looks different and cool. And let's do a temple to Mars. Neat. Upgrade housing. Oh, we can upgrade things. Oh, man. Look at that. That looks amazing. So we can build like a small walled community there. So we can wall that off and build trees. And oh, it's going to look so nice. Okay, so upgrade 4 houses to level 3. So that's by delivering them things that they want. So right now they want what looks to be... Is that cabbage? Alright. So now people want higher standards of living. I think 1 farm should be fine. So now we get into that thing where people are going to have different wants and desires. Here there's really not much more we can do for them. Other than just provide more wheat, it looks like. And here more cabbage. Although it's kind of hard to tell whether or not it's being supplied. But it's not, because we didn't build a market. That's why. So let's do that. It slipped my mind. Until now. Where is that market? There it is. But hey, we had plenty of time to store up things and make sure we don't have any shortages for a while. And one more over here. Okay, let's go to the job tab and start assigning people to work at the marketplace. Oh, we don't even have anybody working at the sawmill either, which is that's why this is great, though. We don't have to do any guesswork. All right, we've assigned as many people as we could. Let's do this. There we go. So we'll have excellent coverage now. All right, so that increased happiness may make it so people will want to pay more in taxes, or at least we'll make it so that way we can get those goals done. So now cabbage will be delivered, consuming 30 per day. That's amazing. How many are we producing? 160 per day. Okay. So then we can divide that by the number of houses. Ooh, oh, yeah, let's go to the world map, too. All right, cool. So, yeah, we'll find other towns to trade with. That'll be cool. Very nice. We're only scratching the surface of what there is here in Citadel, and I'm going to put out, and you probably saw it at the beginning, a trailer for the game, and we'll be putting one at the end, too, to showcase more of the things that we're just simply not able to see in this demo and in this video. But I can already tell you that this demo alone is jam-packed with content, and, well, we still have yet to see if the game allows us in the demo to do combat, or if there's more we can do with the gods. But I've got to say, this has got a tremendous amount of potential to be something really, really cool, because we're getting a city builder that's based on the Romans that's something a little different than a Civ-like game or Total War, where instead of just, you know, clicking on the city of Rome and then adding like a farm and a logging camp outside the city and doing everything on the world map, we're actually doing it all. We're building like it's a Sierra city builder. We're exploring as if it were a Civ game, and then we're also kind of chatting with the gods like it's a Civ game too. And I really like that, with elements of you know, banished, being able to manage all of our workforce, and also religion like the old school Sierra games too. That's a damn fine combo. This is a strong contender for a really good city builder for 2024. It's already been an amazing year for city builders in 2024, of course, with Manor Lords being the pinnacle of that for this year so far, but that doesn't mean that this is any less amazing. All right, everybody. Well, that's unfortunately all the time we have today for this demo, but come on back for more in the future. Make sure you subscribe, hit that notification bell, turn it on there, and smash like too to let YouTube know you want to see more city builders, and I'll come on back for more. We'll be live streaming this one. There's just simply too much content for it, so we'll be playing a lot more of this one in the future. So do drop by and come say hi. I'll see you all next time. Goodbye.